Everybody, long time, huh? So sorry. I've just been really busy with some good stuff, and I just was like, wow, I haven't done a video in so long, and I miss doing them, and I really want to give you guys an update on the energies with all this beautiful energy that's happening. I know a lot of people are freaking out because of the planetary alignment, and then we have the full moon in Virgo with the lunar eclipse, which I'm excited about. Yeah, it's a lot of energy, but it's good energy. It's energy that's going to propel you forward with all your plans and all the things that you wish to do. So it's not a bad energy, you guys, and I don't want you to feel that it is. So I know it's Mercury retrograde. I gotta say, I never have an issue with Mercury retrograde, but it's everything around me. Like my computer was running slow. I'm using my phone right now to do this. My computer's doing something squirrely. Deliveries aren't on time. Plans are getting, we're trying to get schedules to mesh. It's been chaotic as far as like scheduling, but all good. It's all good, right? It all happens in perfect time. Okay, so the message that I was getting was that we have false divines, okay? They really wanted to talk about that, and that's the reason why I'm doing this video, because they kept pressuring, well, not pressuring, but saying, you have to do a video, this is the information coming in, so we're going to do it. We're going to do it. And I'm so sorry about the setup. Like I said, I'm using my phone, but it is good to see you guys. It's been a long time. All right, and if you hear anything in the background, my son is playing with his friend, so, doing boy things, and they're going to be loud and boisterous and do what they have to do, okay? All right, let's see, Spirit. Current energies, yes, but also, I'm just going to let you guys take the reins, and you just, tell me what it is that the collective needs to know. Okay, so they're showing me a group of, it's so weird, there's two groups, and then it's like the divines are in one group, and then we have false divines in another. So it's almost like the karmics are kind of thinking they're graduating to this false way of being. They're trying very hard to be like my divines. They're doing everything possible. Now, when I left off with the karmics, I thought they had given up, and I think the last time I read it, I said that they're relentless, right? So now they're like, okay, well, if you can't beat them, join them. So they're kind of trying to mimic and copy my divines, which is something they've been trying to do. And but this time it's different. They really are. It's kind of crazy. Okay, so I'm kind of just getting that you're going to meet these people, or these people are going to try and come back to say that I've changed and I'm a divine and I've been working on my spiritual work and I'm certified in A, B, and C, and I'm doing this now, and oh yeah, I have this company, and it's all spiritually based. But you have to understand, even the devil knows the Bible by verse, So these are people, and because the lights are gonna know, because the lights are fully protected, because the lights are vibrating at a higher frequency, you're going to see right through it, the facade of this. It's not to say they're not going to try, but they're doing everything based on ego. It's like, I'm going to present myself in a certain way, like narcissists do, and I'm going to fool the lights into thinking that this is who I am, this is what I do, this is what I'm giving. But you have to realize they could try, but the mask is either going to fall off, you'll see it, or you'll just see the energy and feel it right away. I am getting that it's like this competition to see if they can, it's almost like this feeling of trying to dismantle the light within my light. So it's almost like they're trying to do spell work or energy work to try and tap into what my lights are made of, to find out what it is that makes them tick. And I'm talking like stuff like checking out charts and chakras, trying to do astral projection, trying to get into that realm of knowing so that they can access what it is that you're doing, and that they can use that as a tool to, I guess, snuff out your light. That's pretty much what I'm getting. And that's fucked up, right? That's pretty fucked up. There's a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of not liking how my lights emanate that glow, not liking how my lights look outwardly, physically, meaning their beauty or if my lights are good looking, if they're handsome or beautiful, they're not liking that. They're not liking that at all. So, and I think it's mainly because they're upset that they're not, I guess, looking that way. Or the thing is, you could be gorgeous, but you could have an evil soul and it comes out, either way. So it doesn't matter what they're doing on their outside to change themselves, because I'm getting some false divines. I have to call them false divines now because they're pretending to be that. They're still karmics, but with the mask of a divine, or they're trying to be a divine. So they're wearing this false mask, and it's almost like they're believing their own lie, or they want everybody else to believe and support that lie. And true divines aren't going to do that. They're not going to play that game. In fact, I don't even think they're in the realm of your energy. It's almost as if they're trying to get in there, but you guys are so protected and so shielded that they can't get in. Not even whatever magical workings they're doing, or spell work, or energy work, because I'm getting that it's energy work too. It's almost like they're trying to use their mind. But they don't understand. See, the dark recesses of their mind can't touch a light activated mind. So it's just different. And it certainly can't touch a light activated body, because even though they are trying to convince themselves that they can do just what my lights can do, they really can't. They can't. They're not anointed in that way. And it's not to be mean. It's lovely that if they were trying to be better, for the sake of themselves and for their own spiritual involvement, then that would be different. Then the universe would be like, oh, they're really doing the work, and they're really trying to better themselves and be better human beings or better souls. But it's a trick, and they think that they can fool everybody. Hell, they even think they can fool God. they think that they can pretend and say, well, I'm doing this, and isn't that enough? And I took this class, and isn't that enough? But they're really doing these things to access the knowledge, build up their resume, their repertoire, their knowledge about the spiritual stuff, so that they can use it as a way to get in and either talk to my lights, maybe befriend them, maybe become a lover or a significant other in their life. They're trying to find common ground so that they can use that to get to my lights. Now, that's the thing that freaks me out, but I've seen this at play. I've seen where men or women try to have relationships with spiritually evolved people, and they might get in, and they can fake it for a little bit. But sooner or later, we see through it, and we're like, what's this about? Because the ego will override the authenticity of a person. So that's what I'm getting. I mean, it's really kind of gross. Because it's not even just about wanting to be spiritual. It's almost like they're just trying to get in your pants, or they're trying to get in your energy and be like you. Like, say if it's, because I'm getting, there's a very strong feminine energy that I'm picking up on that is trying so desperately to be like a divine feminine. And it's just not playing out right. It's not going the way that this person wants. And they're getting really angry. And they're like, well, I don't get it. I have all this money, and I can do whatever I want, and I can own a spiritual store, and I can read people. And it's like, what? It's not about that. It's a gift. It's like, my lights have been anointed with certain gifts, and they're meant to share those gifts with the world. And you can't put it on like it's a costume. You can't put it on like, this is who I am now. It doesn't work that way. So, and that's how they're thinking. They're like, well, I've been able to do that with everything else in my life. Why is it different with this? Well, because it's different. It's spiritual. It's a connection to source. It's a connection to the light. And you're not in the light. You're in the dark, or you're a part of the dark, and you're using dark ways to get your way. You can't use dark magic in that way to try and be a light, you know? And I'm not saying that dark magic is bad or evil. I'm just simply saying you can't step on other people to get where you want to be. And that's just in general in life anyway. And you can't pretend to be something that you're not. So it's just a lot of that. It's a lot of this wanting and desiring and even wanting to snuff out the divine in order to take on their energy and their essence. And I brought this up before with them because that's what they've been trying to do, and they notice that it's not working. It's other things too, like I'm getting where they're trying to make it so you're isolated. They're trying to make it so that you're not popular, or that people don't want to come to you for advice, or whatever work it is that you do. They don't want to come to you for that work, or the work that you're meant to do. Now, unfortunately, I'm sorry, karmics or false divines, but you cannot interrupt that process because you're not even on the timeline. You know, it's not even, they're not even there. You know, it's like, it's almost like I'm seeing levels, right? And they're at this lower level and my divines are up here, and they're trying to find an easy way to get through, like straight up, right? You can't do that. You know, it's almost like I feel like I'm dealing with a child and I have to reprimand them a little bit. And I don't mean to sound condescending, and I suppose I do, but it's just exhausting at this point, you know? So we're getting, you know, they tried all the bad stuff. They tried to make you look bad. They tried to spread gossip about you. They tried to lie. They created false narratives about you. They spread all these things, but it's not working because people know that my divines are who they are, and they say who they are because they're authentic, and there's nothing they can do about it. And it's so frustrating them. I could feel their anger and their hatred, and they're so annoyed and so jealous, and they just want to see my divines fall. They just want to see them suffer. And that's what makes it sad. Why would anybody care enough to keep attacking? You know why? Because what you have, my divines, they don't. In fact, they never will. And so the only way they think in their mind that, and it's such a psychopathic thought process, but in their mind, they think, well, if I just do this to them, then surely I can take what they have. If I spiritually look into it. And I'm telling you, they've done the research. They're reading the books. And I'm talking all sorts of books. They're reading the books. They're trying to do the work. And they're trying desperately to destroy my lights so that they think they can take that light for themselves, absorb it, and then take on the spiritual mantle that my divines have. So it's really messed up to me. It's sad. It's toxic. But it is what it is. And, you know, as us divines, we're not even aware. I mean, the only reason why you guys are, maybe you are aware. The only reason why I'm aware is because I feel it. I feel everything they think, do, say, want to do, attack-wise, what they feel. And as an empath and as a psychic, you know, thank goodness, because it keeps me protected. And it also lets me know who my enemies are. And it's the same for you. You know, lights are, you know, they think, that's another thing. So this is another thing that I was getting earlier. They kind of thought that you weren't as smart as them. They also thought that you were a bit of an underdog, and that you didn't have the capability or the wherewithal or the spiritual mentality to... Hold on, guys. I just got a message. Who is that? I don't know who that is. Oh, okay. Nothing. They didn't think that you had the cojones, let's put it that way, to fight back spiritually or in any other way. But the thing is, they don't understand, because we're so protected, we didn't have to do much. All we had to do was request it. And quite frankly, when I have to watch out for if things crop up and I feel those little energies trying to get in, I just have to make a request and it's done. So that's the thing. You know, they don't realize how protected you guys are, and they certainly don't know what they're messing with. They think that just because you're sweet and all love and light, that you're not going to protect your home, your business, your good name. They don't think you're going to protect your money, your health, your wealth, your happiness, whatever the case may be. And they simply think that you're sitting on the sidelines going to take whatever negative energy they're throwing your way. Not going to happen. Sorry. It's just funny because I love when people underestimate me. Don't you? Yeah, my lights know. You guys know. And so because you know, they know that you know. And if they don't know, then they're probably going to watch this video and then they'll know. The fact of the matter is nothing they can do. There's nothing that... What is meant to be for my lights is meant to be. If they are meant to be famous, they're going to be famous. If they're meant to have a ton of clients, they're meant to have a ton of clients. If their work is meant to be published, it's going to be published. Nothing will derail my lights right now. 5-10 years ago, maybe a little bit, because they were coming at you so hard and all at once. But the fact of the matter is that it was like a power up with all the shifts that my lights have done. It was like a blow up, a glow up. And so the barrier and the etheric layers of protection were like bam, bam. And also nothing for nothing. But what my spirit guide just said, she's like, well, also because we got fed up on the other side watching them do this. And they kept doing it and they weren't stopping. So they were like, we stopped them. We had to do it. So everything they've done, now we've gone over this, and I have to say it one last time before I get to what's going on with my lights. Everything they have done is manifesting back at them. So if they did any kind of ritual, any kind of spell work, any kind of talk, gossip, evil doing, whatever they did, and I'm sure there's a laundry list, whatever they did is coming back to them. And now they're experiencing it, and now they're freaking out. They're like, okay, well, I got to reverse this. How do I? No. Sorry. Karma's a bitch. And you're going to get what you put out. Sorry to say. So, yeah. I mean, I don't care. They deserve it. If they were doing what they were doing, everything that's coming at them, I do not care. They deserve every bit of it because... for some of my lights, they even wanted you guys, 6 feet under. They didn't care. You think they gave a shit? They probably even planned it and everything. And they probably got caught. But that's another thing. Spirit's telling me they're getting caught left and right. They keep doing it, but they're getting caught as they're doing it. So what's it going to take? Is it going to take jail time? Is it going to take a terminal disease? Is it going to take... for them to be 6 feet under? I don't know. But if they keep pushing and they keep doing what they're doing, now especially pretending to be a divine, being a false divine is like the worst thing you can do. There's a spiritual law, man. You don't fuck around with that shit. So I don't even understand why they keep doing this. Like they're just not cuckoo. They're just not getting it. It's not sinking in. You know what I mean? Oh, well. Well, that's enough about them. So I did want to let you guys know you are perfectly safe. And don't worry about it. You keep doing what you're doing because you're in alignment. Now let's talk about you guys because I'm so excited about everything that I was getting for you guys. I'm so sorry, you guys. Living in the mountains, for some reason, I'm constantly dehydrated. I drink water like a crazy person. Okay, so with my lights, like, all of a sudden, it was like, and yes, with the Chinese Year of the Horse, the New Year, right? I'm not going to say, maybe that was the catalyst. It could have been, because I got to be honest with you. For me, it's been like, bam. It's been like, bam, bam, bam. All of a sudden, everything's getting done. Every project that I had looming, everything that I've been wanting to work on and manifest, all my manifestations are coming to fruition. It's really exciting. And I'm so excited about everything. I just wanted to explode. So that's where I feel like you guys are at the same way. It's like anything that you've been trying to do, any ideas that are finally coming into, like the steps are being taken to cultivate and manifest them or create them. So you're on the right track. I feel like a lot of you money is looking good too. Financially, everything's coming back up. Don't despair. Remember, you got to be in a place of gratitude always. Use your affirmations. Keep meditating. Do your prayer work. Do your spiritual work. I mean, I live a very spiritual life. Every day is spirit, you know? Every day I walk with my spiritual mindset where everything is almost like a ritual to me. Living life, you know, and just doing my daily tasks at hand. When something seems more difficult than I can handle, I just say thank you for the lesson, Spirit. I'm learning, and that's always a good thing. If anything seems out of my reach, I'm like, I know that divine timing is at hand, and that when I am ready to receive, it's going to be there. But you guys all have this. This is the authentic selves that you are living in right now. You're in this great mindset and this great path of devotion to self and self-love and self-care, and also caring for your loved ones and your family. Now, I mean, it's just me and my son, and that's okay. I mean, we live a very happy little life, and it's good. I have no complaints. I mean, maybe back when I was living in Florida, only because it was so hot. I couldn't take the heat. But now living here, it's just been wonderful, and we're definitely staying. I mean, we're not going anywhere. It's just, don't feel like because you're not able to give as much attention to maybe loved ones who aren't in your sphere, that you're this bad person. You know, I'm sorry, but life takes over. And I'm sure it takes over for them as well. It's just, you know, I do feel like a lot of you are going to be focusing on what it is that you need, what your loved ones, like your family, your immediate family, your kids, your spouse, if you have one, whatever the case may be. I just feel like it's all about that and securing a beautiful foundation filled with spiritual grace and love. It's that balance that was needed because things have been so unbalanced the past couple of years that now we are coming into balance. We are aligning. And that's, I posted that about the alignment last night, was that, you know, don't look at this like it's a, oh my God, you know, the sky is falling, we're all going to die. No, that's not what's happening here. We're aligning with our spiritual truth. We're aligning with our higher selves. We're aligning with our divine path. And so because we are doing this, everything is synchronistic, falling into place in such a beautiful way that not even you could have timed it any better. You know, leave it to the universe, but also meet the universe halfway. You know, you have to do the work, but I also feel that it's not the work that you think. It's not this, you know, hard desperation. Maybe in the past it was to get there, but now you guys are all floating. It's wonderful energy. So I like what I'm seeing. A lot of you are doing your divine work, or you're starting to. A lot of you are leaving your muggle jobs to pursue what makes your heart happy while still making an income with it. A lot of you are finding your divine counterparts. That's another thing that I've been seeing. One of my dear friends finally met somebody, and it's going really great, and I'm so happy for her. She had waited a long time to find her divine counterpart, and they're so happy together. They have so much fun, and they're just living the best life. You know, they're living their best life right now. So a lot of you are meeting your divine counterpart. If you're with a karmic relationship, you probably left it a while ago. And if you haven't, then it could be something where you feel you need to continue the lessons. And that's fine too. Again, there's no judgment. But I do feel like all of you are in a really good place as far as like mentally clear and having the clarity of what it is that I'm doing going forward. So that's a blessing. That's a blessing. I see a lot of new births too. And these children that are coming in are going to be very important to Earth schematic. So I do have to say that. And if you think that you're going to, not that they're going to be stubborn children, but they're going to be very free thinking. So they're going to be a little difficult in that sense where controlling them is not going to be a thing that you can do. So I feel sorry for the Aries mothers. I'm telling you right now, they're going to have a child that's going to be very hard to control because those children are meant to walk their divine path. They're going to be awake when they come in. So they know exactly what they have to do and what they're doing. And no one's going to stand in their way because they're meant to do that work. That's why they're coming in. a lot of people are crossing over too. I mean, I think you guys have seen, I'm shocked at how many movie stars or whatever, stars, that's such an old term, isn't it? Actors, I guess, actors are crossing over. I mean, yes, they're older, but some of them are really young. James Van Der Beek, he was young. I didn't even know he was sick. And who else? There was so many. I mean, there's so many. I mean, what's her name from Schitt's Creek? I love her. She was awesome. And not just from Schitt's Creek. We grew up with her. Us Gen Xers, you know. So, so those people who are crossing over, the reason why and why it's so big, the numbers. Remember how it used to be in 3s? Now it's in 6s and 9s, you know? Notice that? 3, 6, 9. So it's not just 3s anymore. They're going on the other side because we need help. Things are going down here, you know, on Earth. So they're going on the other side to do what they have to do to finish their work. Well, it's never finished, though, just so you know. It's never finished. We're always walking in spirit and doing our spiritual work. And even when we refuse to do it, like the Karmics, they keep repeating until they catch on, or then they just get absorbed. By absorbed, I mean into the great collective is what I mean. God, if you want to call it God. Universe, whatever. I don't even know if it has a name worth giving it, because it's just so magnanimous and so beyond us that it's hard to really just simplify it like that. And I say it because male and female energies, you know. Them, they, right? What else did you want me to tell them, Spirit? It's important to keep the spiritual practice up. They keep saying that. And I think it's because the environment, and I'm not going to get into politics, okay? I'm just not a political person, but I see, believe me, I'm fully aware. I try to stay abreast of things. It's not my favorite topic because, quite frankly, I don't think I like anybody that's in office right now. I wish there was a whole other way of doing things. And maybe that will happen in the future. But right now I'm kind of feeling that a lot of the environmental factors are kind of like outside of us. And it's so hard to know what's right to do. But Spirit is telling me no matter what, keep your vibration high. And keep your psychic being and your awareness high. So that you know that you have those gifts to choose correctly. Because, I mean, let's face it, guys. You know, I'm not going to get... I still want to talk about it, but I'm afraid to... I don't want to rub anybody the wrong way. But I mean, the food poisoning and the shots and the COVID scares and the messing with the weather and the bombings and all this stuff that's happening. You know, the only thing we can control is our energy. And if we vibe high and we shed that light and that light spreads out and other people join, that energy alone will heal what's going on some way or another. Now, I'm not Pollyanna about this. Don't get me wrong. We need to have good and evil in the world. It's just, that's the balance. So there needs to be destruction in order for there to be creation. It's like when Helene happened here. It was horrible. I mean, so many people died. But the thing is, honestly, it created a community. I've never seen a community get more together to help rebuild. It was so beautiful to see. And in times like that, when you see people come together, it really makes you believe that the light and the good will always overcome. The light will always, good will always triumph over evil, I guess is what I'm saying. So keep doing what you're doing, because you may think, and don't say, because she just, I love my spirit guide, Sonia. She just said, a lot of you think you're insignificant, like just because you want, you're not doing as grandiose or big things where you're not on TV or you're not in the spotlight. Well, the ones who are meant to be in the spotlight should be in the spotlight, but the ones who work behind the scenes are just as important. And what we do is just as important. So if you're, I call myself a shadow walker because I walk in between. So I have to delve into the dark and the light in order to do what I do. as for work with my readings. You have to know evil in order to conquer evil. And you have to be able to, it's almost like, I always think of that movie. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm rambling on, but all the thoughts are coming in. It's almost like that movie with Keanu Reeves. What's that movie? I love that movie. It's when he goes down to hell and he has to get the note. Rachel Weisz is in it. Just remind me if you guys know. I love that movie so much. I don't know why. I'm just having a brain fart right now. But there's a scene where, like, you know, he had to go there. And he was the only one that was able to go there because he could withstand it. He was so strong on a spiritual level that he could handle it. Not everybody can do that. So there's a lot of shadow walkers. I'm not the only one. And the ones who can do that, you deserve an applause because it's very difficult. You can lose a lot, but you also gain it back, you know? It's not an easy job is what I'm saying for my lights. All of you have a purpose. All of you are abundant with the skills necessary to do your spiritual work and walk your talk. You know, it's not, you know, you're not like these fake divines that are saying, oh, I'm A, B, and C. Okay, well, you know, where's your references or where's your reviews or, you know, it doesn't matter. It's not even about reviews. It's more about like pretending to be something you're not is the most inauthentic thing you could ever do. Just be you. Like, I don't understand people copying other people or wanting to be like other people. You're meant to be you because whatever gift you have is what was given to you by God and should be used to help this earth. Everybody has a special talent or a gift that was given to them in order for them to fulfill their purpose on earth. It's not about copying someone else and mimicking someone else. You're only doing yourself an injustice, and you're doing the world an injustice. You know, it's so strange to me why people covet that way. It just doesn't make sense. So, with that being said, what else, Spirit? So a lot of you are, it's funny, and I know, I don't know why they're telling me this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. So a lot of you are working out and physically getting yourselves fit, and I am as well. Like, I can't run like I used to because of my knees, but I'm doing something else, and I'm already seeing, like, results, and I'm so happy about it, but it's different than what I normally do. And I feel like a lot of you are doing the same thing. It's almost like you know that it doesn't matter. Age is just a number, okay? I'm going to say that a gazillion times. We're energy. Our energy reflects our age, okay? So, I'm getting that a lot of you want to strengthen yourselves. It's almost like you're preparing for war. It's like I'm seeing people really working out and getting their strength back, getting those muscles, baby, you know, getting the strength back. And, or they could be talking about spiritual strength. They could be that too. Either way, my lights are stronger than ever. It's almost like nothing can penetrate, this essence or this energy. And it's like, now we can finally do what we came here to do. Nothing's blocking, is what I just heard. If Karmics or anybody else tries to stop you, it's not going to happen because it's destiny. That's what she's saying. So I'm just getting it verbatim. You are not here to live in fear, which we don't. She's saying, which you don't. They think you do. They think you're always overlooking your shoulders or looking over your shoulder. They think that you live in fear. And it's like, no, what are you talking about? They think that? Okay. Well, that's not true. My lights are like, no, we're good. There's nothing to be afraid of. We're still doing our work, and we're very happy doing it. And we're not going to stop doing it. And we're protected. Highly protected is what she keeps saying. So she's even showing me, it's so weird because she's showing me like the globe, like Earth. And then she's like showing me like all my lights are just like doing what they're doing, and there's like this bubble of light, right? And then I'm seeing the darks and the karmics or the false divines now, and they have like this, they have a bubble, but it's it's what is it? I don't even know what it is. It looks almost like a black fog, like a dense fog, and the bubble's there, but I'm seeing like it almost looks like dark storm clouds, and then there's there's lightning, which could be their energy, but it's trapped. So all they're doing, and she's saying it, she's like, they're suffocating from their own energy. Every time they try and attack a light, it comes back, or it stays with them and it magnifies. And so they're suffocating from their own energy. They might have like breathing problems. They might have heart issues. It's going to manifest physically, because I'm seeing bloodshot eyes. I'm seeing their throat is like filled with darkness. I don't know what that means, but I do know the throat chakra is where we speak our spiritual truth. So if they're dark there, that means they're not speaking in their spiritual truth. Everything is a lie out of their mouth, or everything out of their mouth is darkness, negative in nature. So it will never manifest because it's negative in nature. I mean, it will manifest in a negative realm, which is maybe 5 to 6 layers down, but it's not going to vibrate high and touch my lights. So, and then there's a lot of heart issues. They're showing me the tainted blood. So that could be a lot of things. That could be STDs. That could be a disease of the blood. And I'm not wishing this on them. I'm just saying that because they keep attacking my beautiful lights and my divines, that they're poisoning themselves. It's almost like, how can I put it? There's no other way to put it other than them showing me this globe of toxicity, and they're breathing it in, recycling it within themselves. So it's not escaping their bubble, and it's not able to go after the lights. The lights are too aware now. Everybody's woken up. And those who were awake way before the Great Awakening, which I feel like has been happening for, centuries, just in different timelines, different decades. But it's not going to hit the ones that are awake, It's only going to hit the ones that aren't taking care of themselves. It's going to hit the ones that are keeping their vibration low. And those are the grays. That's what I call the grays. So those who are gray are not exactly out of the loop yet. They can cross over to the light, or the light side. But what's going to happen is that the darks are probably better off attacking the grays than they are the lights, because they can't get the light. That's not going to happen. They keep trying, though. They keep trying. Wow. This is such a strange thing, because I remember when I was in my 20s, I was married to my first husband. I've been married twice. And my first husband, I had wrote about how I had this vision of a battle going on, and there were light people and there were dark energies and light energies. And it was two sides. And, one side looked really dark and bleak and lightning in the sky. And the other side was like a clear blue sky. And it was like this clash, And he was like, so what are you saying? He's like, so we're going to go to war, spiritual war? I was like, yes. I'm like, yes. I'm like, forever. It's going to always be that way. So it's kind of funny. Well, he never believed any of that. So he always thought it was bullshit. But that's okay. He's good. He's doing good. We were just different people. And then my second, well, I don't even want to talk about that crazy son of a bitch. He's, we won't get into that. But we'll just say, it's funny how if you're a light and you're an empath, you can attract a dark. Because you still have lessons too, and you're evolving, and you're learning the lessons. And as you do learn and you rise above it, then they fade away. So that's what happened with my second. Like, he's just gone, there was no source, and usually if a dark doesn't have a source to attack constantly and get energy from, then they leave. So I hope a lot of you understand that because you're a light, you're probably not attracting darks as much as you did maybe when you were in your 20s, like me, in your 30s. But now that we're rising above that, we're raising our vibration. A lot of the younger people today, because they're so aware, information is so open. They didn't have stuff like this when I was younger and I was practicing. When I first started doing things, we didn't have internet. It was old books. And it still is for me. I love my books. But I'm so amazed at how the internet just is so full of wisdom. I am a little nervous about ChatGPT, but I swear, my one friend, we were deciphering one of my dreams, and I had said that this is what I think it is, and it was on point. What I said was on point, But ChatGPT had all the nuances. And I was like, oh my God, I never saw it from that perspective. Be careful with ChatGPT. The only reason why I'm saying that is that you don't want them to know your algorithm. Not your psychic algorithm, and certainly not your spiritual one. So just be careful. I understand it's fun, and it's interesting, and to see what it says, and I get all that. I really do. But just be careful with ChatGPT, okay? You know, it has to come from within. Your spiritual practice is unique, and like your blueprint, it's you and what you resonate with. And don't let other people dismay you or persuade you into thinking differently. You need to think for yourself. You need to listen to your higher self. That's why meditation's key. I'll always say that to you guys. All right, so I'm going to close this reading. Should we maybe pick a card or something? Maybe? Do I have my cards around here? I thought I did. I thought I grabbed a deck. Ooh. Hold on. Let me see. We could do Lenormand. Lenormand. Let's just pick a couple of cards and see what they're kind of giving me. For my divines, in closing this reading, what kind of message can you tell them? And I'm sorry I keep bringing up the dark skies, but, you know, like it or leave it, they're still attacking. And now they're wearing false masks, which is even worse. They're going to pretend to be all spiritual and all knowledgeable, and they're going to reel you in with their bullshit. And, yeah, you're going to know, though, because they're going to, it's like, they almost talk like a bad textbook. Like everything they say, you can tell they read it from a book. And if you're spiritual like me and you've read the books I've read, you're going to know. It's like people that quote movies, you know, like, which I love to do. And when they get the movie, I'm like, yes, that's good. But when it's a dark trying to use spirituality to get in with you, that's not good. That's not good, guys. No. My spirit guide's laughing at me. I don't know. I just don't understand why they do this. Oh, that came out. Okay, we're going to take that one. What else, Spirit? Closing this reading. Just real quick. Just give me a few. We'll start with these two. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so we got the dog. I like this picture. And usually when, so here it is. If you could see it. Okay, doggy. So on the floor, I mean, he's sitting in front of a fireplace. The fire's raging. There's two gargoyles on either side of the fireplace. And then I see a clock and a pyramid that's sticking out to me. And then, of course, he's looking at what looks like a crystal ball. So it's almost as if, where's the loyalty is the first thing that comes to mind. And you guys know when I read these cards, I read them intuitively. So I'm getting, where's the loyalty? And this dog looks kind of angry to me. That's why the fire behind him. There's somebody out there around you guys that is very jealous and very angry that you're able to see. That you're able to know things that they don't know. So they're like, how am I supposed to trick this person when they know what I'm going to do before I even do it? I think it's interesting that the pyramid is right above the dog's head. You can see it. That's almost as if, see, they have this high ideal of how they want to be perceived. You know, when I see that pyramid, for some reason, it's showing me a third eye in the center of it. So they can't activate their psychic ability. It's blocked. And it's blocked for good reason. Because they're not doing the work. They think they can just have it. Or that it's just going to come to them. Or that they've been so good that God is going to bless them with vision all of a sudden. The thing is, they're so clouded by jealousy, envy, anger, all the dark things, you know. And when you have those dark things clouding your vision, whether it's the real vision or the third eye vision, you can't see. You're so blinded by your anger. Look at that fire behind that dog, right? Now, so they don't feel like they're getting the loyalty. They might even feel like why? Because I feel like this dog feels like he's trapped in the house and he can't get out or something. And he can't access his higher wisdom to see his way out of his situation. Something like that, too. So this could be somebody who's stuck in a situation that they're not happy with. But the funny thing is, you would think it looks like a beautiful home from what you can assess from it. Like, look, there's the rug and the nice fireplace and the mantle. So it kind of looks like a nice little home, right? But they look miserable. They don't look like they want to be there anymore. So this could be somebody that is watching my lights, very envious about their situation. I just heard freedom. Envious that my lights are free. I don't know about you guys, but I'm fucking free. I don't have to, I just do my work. That's all I'm doing. And I'm happy to do it. I got my beautiful son. That's fine by me. But this is somebody that's trapped. Trapped in their own thoughts. Trapped by circumstances. They seemingly have everything they need. They seemingly possibly have a rich home. Maybe they have a rich spouse. But it's just not, it doesn't really matter. Because if you can't have the spiritual gifts, what's the point? I mean, the richest person to me is someone who does have spiritual gifts and lives in their authenticity and is free. That to me, you can't put a price on that, baby. So this dog looks really miserable. And I think it's interesting that the other card is this bird. Look at the bird. Oh wait, can you see it? I'm so sorry. A little blurry. But the bird's holding the ring. There's another bird by the window. That's their divine counterpart probably. And this bird is free. The dog could even be jealous that possibly the bird is going to be getting a commitment soon of some kind. Because this looks like a commitment card to me. But it's also someone who's committed to their work. So it's someone who's committed to their life, their work, they're thriving. The ring is just a bonus. See, it's glittering. It's got a beautiful red stone in the center. It's not about, it could be a gift too. It could be that the dog may be sending a gift and saying, hey, how you been? And trying to get in that way with a false gift. Remember, what did I say? Watch out for these false masks coming forward. Because they're going to try and do anything. They're going to say all the right things. They possibly may bring a gift. But you're not falling for it. Because see the window? And the other bird is waiting for the other bird. The other bird's holding the ring and maybe contemplating it. But, I'm getting the energy is being pulled to this other bird and going out towards the window to be free with that bird. So there's going to be a choice coming up for you guys. And let's not it doesn't necessarily mean relationship. It could simply mean that it could be a work thing. Maybe someone's giving you an offer for something and it seemingly is all glitz and glamour, but then it ends up being a complete catastrophe. So don't fall for that bullshit. Just trust your voice. Trust that inner voice. Let's pull another one. That's interesting. And I like that card has like the violin in the back and the chandelier, because it's not that they have the same scenery as the dog. It's different. It's a different lifestyle. The window is open. You can see outside. It's beautiful, with the tree and the grass. Okay. These cards are strange. I should have picked another deck, but I don't mind these cards. They're fine. 2 more cards, Spirit, please. Tell me more about this narrative with the dog and the bird, and how's the outcome going to be? Let's get the outcome for that. Ooh, okay, here we go. Oh, yeah. Ooh. La, 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 la. So, this is interesting. Okay. I'm getting someone's coming. Someone may be traveling to you. They're leaving a very cold and isolated situation. They're not happy. So this is like my moving card when I see this card. This guy he's got his 2 animals and they're carrying all his goodness. But he's got that big mountain to climb. It's not an easy journey. But then there's light behind it. Look at the rays of light behind the mountain. So he knows where he's going. In his mind, he knows, if I take this journey, I'm going to go to my divine. And I'm going to take this journey, and I know that the light behind the mountain is where they are. So I'm going to go wherever the light is. They must be in a really dark place. They must be. So they're seeking out your light. Now, again, doesn't mean that you want this person back, okay? Whoever this person is, or whatever the situation is, or maybe it's a work thing, whatever this offer is, okay? Doesn't mean you want it. But they're coming, they're winging their way to you. They're making an offer for something. And here's my divine, so like, la, la, la. Well, it looks like a nun, right? But this is someone who's spiritual. It could be a priestess, right? And she's walking over. Oh, look at that. You see the, it's almost like a dragon. It looks like it looks Capricorn to me. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. Or they could be wanting a Capricorn. Because that looks like a horse with a fishtail, but I mean, Capricorn's a goat with a fishtail. And then what is she doing, you guys? She's following that bird. See that little bird that's going down the path? She's like, la, la, la. And her mountains are different. Now you see, look at the difference in contrast. It's all snowy and whatnot, and there's light behind that mountain. But then her mountain, it's all green and lush. The path is clear. She's going over her emotions. So it could be, well, water is emotions to me. It could be that she's been through a lot, and now she's crossing the bridge to her destiny. She's got a path and a choice to make. See, there's two paths. Hail Hecate. She's got a choice. She's at the crossroads. So she's got to make a choice. She can go to the mountains, or she can go to the green pastures, you know. But either way, she's following her intuition. She's following her emotion. She's not going to override her emotion, but she's understanding her emotions about it. I think this is a card that is really beautiful because it just shows that she's being, while she may look like she's not paying attention because she's reading a book and she's just walking, she's taking in the knowledge, right? And so while she walks over this bridge, wherever this bridge is taking her, it's crossing over those emotions with the goat symbol below and having a more practical look at what she should do before she hits that path. I mean, maybe that book is directions. Maybe it's her meditation writings and her psychic stuff. Who knows? But everything looks good. Everything looks green and lush and beautiful. Could be dealing with a water sign and an earth sign here because there's a lot of water cards coming up. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, someone's coming in to make an offer. So this snake, look at him. This snake is wearing a crown. He's got something to offer, baby. This doesn't mean it's good. Oh, the golden egg. Oh, look, it's a golden egg. Here, I'm bringing this to you. It's probably toxic. Probably if you touch it, it's poison. I don't know. I'm not liking this card. This is someone who's pretending to be something that they're not. See, they're trying to say, look at the sun and the moon on either side. Now, intuitively, what I'm getting is this is someone who's trying to show balance. I'm a balance. The light and the dark. I'm a shadow walker, too. They may even use your term. Whatever the case may be, they're pulling all the punches. But a snake is a snake is a snake. Now, a snake isn't I love my snakes. Look at I got snakes on my arm. I like that totem a lot. But there's snakes that are poisonous, and then there's snakes that teach us transformation. I'm not getting a good feeling with this card. I feel like you got a bit of a snake in the grass coming at you, trying to make an offer. So be careful, my lights. And then here's my lights, just happy-go-lucky. I'm sitting in I got my little cottage in the glen. I got my fish, my koi ponds. I don't know what the total, let's look that up. Oh, dang, I can't look it up right now. Well, look up koi and see what that means. I know there's some spiritual aspect to it. There usually is. And they seem very happy. They're just sitting there enjoying their peace. That's what I'm getting with this card. It's very peaceful. Now, there could be a Pisces. I did say a water sign. So there could be a Pisces because of the fish. Keep that in mind. But no one's going to disrupt my lights piece. No, nobody. They're going to try, though. They're going to try. I don't know why they're so hell-bent on doing that. All right, one last card to close it off, and then I'm going to just grab them. Oh, that's... I'm going to grab from the top and one from the bottom. Okay, so the one from the top I got is this guy, Pelican. So he's kind of looking at that anchor a little snarky. This could be my divines. They're like, you're not going to anchor me down, baby. I'm not going to be stuck again. There's nothing holding me back. I'm flying over to the lighthouse. That moon is calling. That's a new moon, new beginnings. Or this could be the person that's on their way. They're tired of where they're at and they want to set themselves free. It doesn't matter. Whoever is coming forward, I don't like the energy. They're bringing energy that's not going to resonate with my lights. It's not in alignment. And they're going to realize that when they see you, if they do. I just really pray they're not going to just be like, hey, I'm here. And you're like, yeah, I don't have time for this. And then we got the fox. So, yeah, I love fox. I do. Fox is cunning. Fox is very a trickster. But so this person is throwing out all the punches. They're going to say whatever they got to say to get you to see them. And they're going to do whatever it takes to make you a part of their world, a part of their project, if it's work, a part of their, they're going to just try, really, really try. But the thing is, I feel like my divines are going to see right through it and they're going to decline. And don't be surprised if you get a little fire from that dog, you know. Oh, God, no. Yeah, I'm kind of getting someone's coming in with a love offer. I hate to make this about a love reading, guys, but it's possible. They want a new beginning. And look, there's that snake again at the bottom. So it's funny. The snake is trying to almost stop him. It could... oh, my God. I love cards because they depict such a great story. It could be that the snake is someone else. You know, and it's somebody in their life that's trying to stop them from coming towards you. But the thing is, I feel like you don't even want this person. So the snake is going to be, it's so ridiculous. The snake is probably the person who hates your guts and is jealous of you. And you're just like, I don't even know what's going on. I'm not a part of your third party drama, you know, like my divines are just living their best life and living their life and walking in their truth. And then you have drama wanting to knock on your door and you're just going to be like, what? You know, no, we're good here. Take crazy elsewhere. You know? So that's what I got for you guys. I hope this helped. I'm going to try and I don't know what's going on with my computer, but it doesn't matter. If I do it on the phone again, I will. But I love you guys. And yeah, have a blessed day. I didn't think this was going to last an hour, but it did. But I love you. Mwah. I miss you guys so much. Bye.